Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's Brewsday Tuesday time with Drez and Huck.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and everybody 21 years and older. It is Brewsday Tuesday right here on 105.3 The Bear.
Hey, Jay Drez, what's up? There's no beer here today.
No, there's beer.
Oh, there is?
You just are unaware. This is a very...
uninformed?
This is a first for Brewsday Tuesday. Have I ever been totally in charge of the beers?
Never. You have brought beer.
Yes.
But you always told me what it was before you got here.
This is all right. So we've been teasing a little bit about doing something special on Brewsday Tuesday, and the fact of the matter is, I have something up my sleeve that I've been holding on to for months now. Actually,
Well, it must not be very big because you're wearing short sleeves.
yeah, short sleeves because
small
it's still warm out.
Hey, it is.
But
It's going to get warmer this week.
all right. So here's the skinny. I have a couple beers that we're gonna drink.
Yeah. That's not different yet.
That's not different yet, but the fact of the matter is where I got these, I got a whole story, but where I got these beers and what the beers are, and usually we would have already popped the top by now, but I couldn't let you pop the top because I need to pop this top.
Okay.
Because I have never popped a top like this in my life.
All right.
If that gives you a little clue.
It does.
What we're working with.
I think I know something now.
This, ladies and gentlemen,
go ahead.
is JR's premium beer. JR Ewing's private stock. And it says right at the bottom, if you have to ask how much my beer costs, you probably can't afford it.
And you're talking about the top. Well, I've probably popped more of those tops than any other kind of tops at my age.
This is why I'm so excited, because this is one of the OG beer pop tops from... I mean, when did they stop doing these tops? Do you know?
It
like
all started
the pull tab where it pulls off.
When I was about 17, Coors came out with the one that had a little button and a big button. Basically, they had a little button that let the pressure off, and then they had the round hole, and you put your thumb in it, and half the time it would cut your thumb.
Yeah.
But that was because he was a big trout fisherman, and the trout would go after those things because they look like spinners. You pull one and throw it in the lake,
that's the problem.
The trout would hit it.
Yeah.
So that's why they got rid of them. So I would say it's probably 10 years after that, so it's probably 30 years ago. They probably got rid of those about 30 years ago.
All right, well, this is a top that I've always wanted to pull. So, sorry I wasn't going to let you do it.
This is great.
Here we go.
And most people don't know who JR is. Who killed him is the question. There it is.
The top comes off.
We should have a regular photograph.
And these are going right into the into our usually it's beer bottle caps that go into the thing, but these are going right into our
right in the jar of tops.
Okay, so this is obviously this beer is dated.
Yeah, how old is this beer?
I mean, I was hoping you could maybe help me in that department.
Well, the show went off the air in the 80s or the 90s.
I figured it's got to be at least
can look this up.
70s, 80s. JR Ewing's private stock.
Yeah. This is good because people always talk about drinking really old beer.
I mean, this is one of the things I'm very excited to find out is how good beer stands up, because this is not fresh beer. I can tell you that right the hell right now.
I'm just glad I have a 12-pack in my cooler.
All right,
just
dude.
in case we need it.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try it. This could be disgusting or it could be awesome. Who knows? It smells like beer.
It's got a nose like my attic.
Honestly, it kind of almost smells like a triple or something.
That is nasty.
Look at all this stuff floating in it. Oh, my God.
Wait. This could be...
There's a lot of stuff floating in this
Pearl. Beer. Is it Pearl Brewing?
Imported.
# was filtered, but now looks unfiltered.
Pearl Brewing Company, San Antonio, Texas. 1980. 1980. Got it right there.
Here it is, 1980.
So this beer is
36 years old.
Or 46.
36.
36?
Yeah,
I'm not good at math.
It's older than you.
Definitely older than
A
me.
lot younger than me.
Hashtag might have been filtered at one point.
You know, everybody talks about, can beer hurt you? I think we're going to find out tonight.
This one might be, dude.
If I'm not working tomorrow, either. I don't think. I think it is unfiltered, though. I really don't think. Let me take off my sunglasses.
It's hard to
my
tell.
Signature sunglasses.
It might not have been, man. It might not.
Could just be haze. I don't know. They could have. I don't know. Back then, did they leave the yeast in the can?
Dude,
I never.
this
always
is your
drank out of the
department.
can.
This is your department, man, because this is way before my time of beer. Who knows what they were doing back then?
It reminds me of the, kind of like the Rolling Rock or the Natty Boh. The beer's been around. Well,
Old
the Natty
school
Boh,
stuff.
yeah, the old school stuff. It reminds me. It's just like they all cut them out of the same cloth almost. So it gets a big 2.32 on Untapped.
It's because everybody realizes.
Then a little vinegar. This is a thing. When was this? Okay, so somebody drank one in 2013. 11/9/2013 is the last time one of these was drank. As far as where did you get this beer?
That's all right. That's the question.
The
Okay.
story.
So, you might remember back when I brought beer from One World Brewing Company down in
Yes.
that's where was that from again?
It was in Mississippi.
No. One World Brewing Company was the one down in
I can't remember.
somewhere in North Carolina.
Somebody said tasted like Sue Ellen's sweaty couch. No, I'm sorry, it's not couch. It's got two O's.
No, but the spot it's in North Carolina. The spot that's
I like Sue
everybody
Ellen.
likes to go to
She
where
was
there's
hot.
beer. Where there's beer. And we
I'm
and
sorry, I wasn't listening after that one.
One World Brewing was there, and we went to the what is it? Something Weed Brewing Company.
Oh, Asheville.
Asheville. Yes.
Asheville.
Okay.
You got this in Asheville.
That trip. I did get it in Asheville. I didn't get it at any of those breweries. The way I got this was, do you remember?
I remember a story about you were talking to somebody and you had some beers. A vague story.
The reason I went to Asheville that weekend
was
because my sister-in-law's grandfather had passed away, and we had went to go pick up some furniture.
Yeah. That's right. I remember all that now.
Well, guess what beers was in his garage?
JRs. How many were there?
Yeah, well, that'll be the next segment coming up.
We probably just drank, like a $1,000 beer. Somebody would probably have paid.
Oh, really? I
don't know.
I didn't think to look up what these might be worth.
Yeah, I don't know that there's
people
any
pay
value.
money for good old JR.
People pay money for almost anything. But we're actually drinking one. So, see, we're going to have a beer on our Untapped. How many were on there?
I would say not a lot. I guarantee you that much.
Yeah.
And you know what? The next one we're going to do, probably even fewer.
Rare. I can guess.
Probably
what the
even
next one
fewer.
is.
I bet you can't. I bet you can't. I bet you don't know.
You want me to
because
guess now or wait? I'll wait.
You can get okay.
I'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait till the next segment.
So,
But that is interesting. Like I meant to do a little bit more research about this JR beer before we hopped on to learn a little more about it. But
no, I think if we had known that and not drank it, that would have been a worse thing than drinking it.
you're probably right. I'd rather just drink it for the show, even if it's worth $1,000 a can.
What was it? JR what?
JR's. Here you go. JR Ewing's private stock.
All right.
And it says right here, if you have to ask how much the beer costs, you probably can't afford it. That was 1980.
Yeah.
How much does it cost these
Out
days?
of production.
God, no kidding.
94 people have checked this beer in. So it's not super duper rare.
I'm worried about drinking this last sip because there's a lot of floating bits at the bottom of this last one. I don't know if it's it might just be metal. It might just be copper floating.
Okay, so a
Eating
full
away at
one
this
is
beer
worth
can.
worth $100. But don't you worry, that can is worth $6.79.
Just the empty
Just
can?
the empty can.
Huh.
Oh wait, no bitters. So probably $100 full. That's what it's worth. So we're drinking $100 beer.
Well, we're in luck because I got a couple spares.
There you go.
That's for you.
All right.
And the reason we drank that one was because it was full.
Right.
And you can notice that one hasn't been opened, but it's empty. This one has about, I'd say, a fourth of a can left. Top not popped yet.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I don't know.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See,
I'm not drinking this one.
I don't want to drink that. That's why I like this one. This one was
looks like the
you could tell the
bottom-
bottom,
yeah,
started
the
to
bottom's
rust
deteriorated,
through.
but
This one, the bottom was fine. That's why we were okay.
This is supposed to be an aluminum can, but these are steel because magnets. I used to have a metal detector, so I figured out I'm not that patient. Basically towards the end, I would just throw some M80s in the ground and then check the dust.
Well, I think the time has come, Huck.
All right.
What do you rank JR's?
Can we
Private stock.
Can we give historical value? I don't know. I'm going to tell you this beer. I'm like you. I'm afraid to drink the last of it.
Yeah, you see all that stuff floating in it. It looks brutal.
Well, first of
all,
all,
I'm going down the hatch. I don't care.
I am too. Okay, so I'm gonna. While you're doing that, I'm going to say it has some carbonation.
Yes,
After 36 years,
that's impressive.
it has no foul odors. It does smell a little musky. I will
honestly-
say that, but that could originally smell like that, or that could just be my mind giving me that.
Frankly, I was expecting I would take a sip and get sick immediately. This tasted like beer.
I'm going to give.
It almost even tastes like a decent beer.
I'm going to give it 275, and that,
That's you being legit.
0.5 of that is the historic value.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't like it?
It's okay. I mean, I don't like a lot of other beers. I don't like, if you gave me a Miller High Life, I would probably give it a 2.5.
Well, that's.
So
I
this
mean,
is
if you gave me
275. I'll give it
if you gave me a
275.
38-year-old Miller High Life, maybe I'd give it a little bump. If you gave me a Miller High Life that I did the old pop can, that's a.
Yeah, 275. I think that's fair.
All right, dude. Well, I will tell you this much. I'm giving it more than that because I'm thoroughly impressed the fact that it doesn't make me want to puke.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking forward to this day and dreading it, thinking like this could be extremely bad. But it's got the old school pop top, which I've always wanted to open a beer like that. And
That's just amazing to me.
frankly, the beer's not that bad, dude. It's not that bad.
No, it's
it really
not.
isn't. After all this year of hold up in a can in some dude's garage, literally just sitting on a shelf for 30 years, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
No!
I'm gonna give it a 4.5
All right.
because I think JR deserves it.
All right, I tell you what. I was kind of thinking that historical value thing.
I'm putting this.
So I'm gonna kick it up. I'm
Value
gonna say that just you're right. If I drank this beer right now, I give it a 275.
But you
So
got.
I'm gonna jump it up a whole point to 375 because of
Okay.
the historic value.
Okay, you're jumping.
It's way off. I rarely do that. I
No,
sometimes
this is
am
a first. You're
I sometimes I'm a 5
reevaluating.
whore, but
I've
I
changed
rarely
your-
jump.
All right.
But you're right. This beer is 36 years old.
Yeah. And then some. Like, I mean, that's what it's stamps.
It was probably. Well, no, it probably might have been
I
made.
suppose so.
In 81, even
Yeah.
late 80s.
Okay.
But what cracks me up is on the side. I mean, older folks, if there are any listening, Lorimar Productions Incorporated made this beer. That's the. It all comes up on the screen at the end of Dallas. That's the name
So
of the company
this
that
is
does
straight
the
up a
recording.
Dallas. It is a Dallas beer.
Pearl Brewing, but it was paid for by Lorimar Productions. J.R. Ewing and Design, 1980. That's when. Okay, so it could have been made after 1980 because that's the copyright.
Okay.
So, but I don't think it was. I think the show ended in 82 or 83. I didn't look that up, but I could.
The question is, who did shoot JR?
Yeah, who shot J.R.?
And we'll have that answer when we come back with more Brewsday
I don't think they ever
Tuesday.
answered that. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, we'll decipher that, and actually, we'll untap another beer that Huck thinks he knows, but I guarantee he has no idea.
We will see.
Brewsday Tuesday, right after this.